we are here in chapter 4. Phew! I didn't expect chemistry class to ramp up so quickly. It's only the second day and I can hardly keep up. Onyx, Clara is here. Clara greets me with the grin as she exits the classroom. I noticed you look a lot less rough than yesterday. Managed to get a mystery-free night this time, huh? I sure did. Cool beans. Yep, I am right. This is her catchphrase. That's a total lie. But if I told her the truth, she would probably think I was crazy. Then again, she is the girl who suggested I could have been brainwashed. Should I tell her the truth? I should not tell her the truth. Let's probe her a little first, yeah. Out of curiosity, how much do you believe in the supernatural? That's a random question. This is a question about curiosity, don't worry. It's random good. I guess I'm a bit of a hopeful skeptic. It would be cool if they were real. But I'm gonna need to see some proof first. Why do you ask? I've just been hearing stories. You know, vampires and monsters roaming the night. Stuff like that. Well, if you're searching for possible vampires, my money's 100% on Sophia, the student council president. Why? It's just her vibes. I don't know. Vampires are always the attractive, popular types. So, we're going off movie rules here. I'm not sure that's enough to go off of. I'm just saying she's worth keeping an eye on. I already know who the vampire is, but I guess I never considered the possibility of there being more. Enough about vampires. You're into zombies, right? Clara's eyes light up with the same eagerness as yesterday. Totally. I'd be so stoked if it turns out zombies were real. Well, depending on the type. The rising dead kind would be pretty sick. But living humans turned into monsters might be a little too tragic to get hyped about. So, you don't think they could already exist? Clara tilts her head, eyeing me curiously. You sure are asking a lot of strange questions, Onyx. Do you know something I don't? No. I run my hand through my hair and look to the side. I just thought you liked talking about this kind of things. That's all. She places her hands on her hips as she leans in closer, scrutinizing my face. Okay, but if you saw something and you're boogerating, I'm going to be seriously ticked off. If I come across anything supernatural or weird, you will be the first person I tell. That could be true or could be a lie, depends on my choice. I promise. Good. Clara steps back and is suddenly all smiles again. 'Cause I like you. That was sudden. And I wouldn't want to find out you're actually some kind of big jerk. I chuckle. I assure you, I'm not a jerk. Or at least, I try not to be. Clara nods, seemingly satisfied with my response. So, what are you going to do with your downtime today? I was thinking about going to the library to do some reading. Wow, really? Is that really such a big surprise? A little. You didn't strike me as the reading type. She's not wrong. But I want to find out what's in that vampire book. Smiling, I searched. What can I say? College is full of surprises. What about you? Well, I planned on going back to my room to watch a movie. But I wouldn't have enough time to finish it. Can't you just continue it later? No! Pausing a movie completely ruins the intended experience. When I put one on, I'm there from start to finish. Jeez, okay. I playfully hold my hands up in defense. What about the long 3-hour movies though? I've trained my body to shut down all functions that would distract me from my viewing experience. Wow, that is harsh. I haven't taken a bathroom break during a movie since I was in diapers. That is seriously hardcore. She flashes a smirk that's far too cocky for what she's boasting about. Clara's really into movies, isn't she? I'm weirdly flattered that she wanted to share her passion with me last night. I want to know more about her interests. Okay, ask Clara about her favorite video games. Disengage from the conversation. Okay, let's ask video games. I think she likes movies more, but yeah, let's try video games as well. You're seriously hardcore, huh? Clara's eyes light up with enthusiasm, her bubbly personality shining through. Ha! You can say that. Yeah. I'm curious what else you're into. Clara practically bounces on her heels, her excitement palpable. Oh, where do I start? Have you ever played Zombie Apocalypse Eternal Night? It's like the ultimate survival game, with this insane level of detail in the zombie behaviors. Her hands fly through the air, mimicking the game's action. Sounds intense. What's so great about it? It's amazing. The chemistry of the game is spot on. Every zombie has a different reaction to various chemicals and weapons. Plus, the storyline is like super immersive. I can't get enough of it. She grins, her cheeks flushed with excitement. I can't help but chuckle. You really know your stuff. Any other favorites? Definitely. Neon City Bebop is another one I love. It's got this futuristic vibe with the zombie twist that just blows my mind. The graphics are sick and the gameplay is so smooth. I get lost in it for hours. Her eyes twinkle as she continues, clearly in her element. Sounds like we have got quite the collection. Oh, totally. I even have this little gaming setup in my room that's just perfect. I'm always up for a new challenge or a new game to geek out over. She laughs, clearly enjoying the chance to talk about her passion. I bet you have got some impressive skills from all that practice. I like to think so. It's not just about playing. It's about really understanding the mechanics and getting into the story. It's like living in another world for a bit. She's practically glowing with enthusiasm, her excitement contagious. That's awesome. I can see how much you love it. Have you ever thought about blending your two passions, chemistry and gaming? Clara's eyes widen, her excitement doubling. Oh, that's a cool idea. Imagine a game where you can use real chemical principles to solve puzzles or create strategies. You could have a zombie outbreak and use chemistry to develop antidotes or traps. She's already imagining it, her hands illustrating her thoughts. That sounds like it could be epic. You would totally crush that kind of game. I would love to try. I mean, there's so much potential. Maybe even something like a zombie chemistry lab simulation, where you test out different compounds on the undead. The possibilities are endless. She's practically bouncing with excitement, her passion evident. You have got such a creative mind. I bet you have come up with some wild ideas over the years. Sorry, I'm totally taking your ear off, talking your ear off. You wanted to go to the library, right? Oh, right. I almost forgot about that. We only just met, but Clara's really easy to talk to. In that case, don't let me hold you up. We will talk later and pardon me, you two. Clara and I turned to see Sophia standing patiently before us. Oh, hey! She clears her throat and mutters under her breath. Sophia, the human. Excuse me? She's just making a joke. I laugh nervously. I'm not sure I get it. It's an inside joke. I see. Well, I'm glad to see my fellow students hitting it off so quickly. Onyx, if I could borrow you for a few minutes. I frown. Me? I'm not in trouble, am I? I wonder if I should go with her. What happens? Okay, so this is not a choice option, but if I resist, what if she turns out to be a vampire as well? Will she end me just like the other one did? I kind of want to test it out, so I will resist. Sorry, Sophia, but Clara and I already have plans. Clara furrows her brow. Huh? I thought you were going to the library. Sophia perks a brow at me. Right, I was lying. Oh, my bad. She giggles. Relax, Onyx. I just want to talk. I promise it won't take long. Follow me, please. Sophia leads me through the hall, her stride never breaking even during her brief interactions with other students along the way. She shuts the door to the student council room behind me, isolating the two of us from the hustle and bustle. I'm not sure whether it's fear of what's about to happen or just that I'm alone with a pretty girl. But my anxiety is majorly spiking. Now, Onyx, I heard that you snuck into the library building last night. Is that true? Wait, who told you? Must be those couples that ran away. I gulp. Her smile persists, but the intense level of eye contact leaves me completely unable to determine what she's thinking. Well, it might be. She shakes her head. You're nervous. You don't need to be. While it is technically against the rules to enter any building after its hours of operation, I can hardly fault you for wanting to do some reading. Frankly, I'm impressed by your thirst for knowledge. You are? Sophia responds with a single nod. and since nothing was found to be out of place, I see no reason to punish you. Just try to keep to the regular hours. Her words are accompanied by a playful wink that makes my heart skip a beat. Sure. I nod energetically. I definitely will. Good. Just out of curiosity, what were you looking for so late at night anyway? Oh, I definitely can't tell her the truth. Okay, let's mention something about zombies, mention something historical, mention the smell of books. Okay, so definitely not gonna mention about zombies, otherwise I'll give it away if she is a vampire. Mention something historical, I don't know any history, so I'm gonna be caught. This is the ideal option. Mention the smell of books. Nothing. I just really like the smell of books. The smell? I nod. Sophia's cool and collected composure seems to falter for the first time as she processes the information. Way to go, Onyx. You seriously couldn't come up with anything else. I chew my lips as I anxiously await her response. Maybe going when no one else was there was the right choice, after all. Alright, well, I suppose that's all I have to discuss. You're free to go, Onyx. Her fingers dance briefly along my shoulder as she gently turns me towards the door. But I do hope to see you again, soon. Before I can think of a smooth response, I'm pushed back out into the hall. That went surprisingly well. Hopefully, Lila doesn't want to make any more late-night trips to the library. Speaking of which, I've got a spooky old tome to study. After making sure no one is watching me, I retrieve the book from between the shelves and sit down at a nearby table. Alright, let's see what we have got. Right away, it's obvious that it isn't a normal book, foregoing any conventional formatting in favor of getting right to it. I read it out loud. Probably not a good idea to read it out loud, Onyx. Vampires are dangerous, ruthless creatures that cannot be approached with carelessness. Though their power varies by their age and experience, even freshly turned vampires may prove to be a threat. I wonder how old Lila is. Wait, didn't you just ask her? She's 118 years old. She's your grandma. No, she's the same man. Okay, actually, she's older than your grandma. She definitely looks to be around my age. Don't be fooled by the looks. But that probably doesn't mean much. What section should I look at next? Power and abilities? Covens. I don't know what Covens is. Power and abilities seem practical, but I don't know what this word means. So I'm checking this out. I skip a few pages. Vampire society is overseen by special groups known as covens. These covens are spread across the entirety of the known world, each with its own designated duty. Those that I have determined to have operations in Crestfall are the Evernight and Kingmaker covens. Okay, so the covens are like guilds in a game. Got you? The former appears to be in charge of scouting out prospective candidates to add to their ranks, while the latter seeks to influence bodies of government for their own twisted ends. Evernight. Isn't that Lila's last name? Just as I'm about to turn the page to check out the other section, I catch sight of someone from the corner of my eye. Not wanting to get caught, I quickly shut the book and remain completely still, only daring to turn my head to see who it is. To my surprise, it's Mira. She barely casts a glance in my direction before walking on, apparently entirely disinterested in me. Until... What are you reading? What the... Did she just teleport or something? Nothing. A book. You know, the type with words and stuff. Mira lunges forward and snatches the book from the table. As soon as she reads the title, her gaze hardens. What are you doing with this? I just found it and was curious about. Before I can finish, she grabs my arm and with surprising strength pulls me right out of my chair. She doesn't stop dragging me behind her until we're well out of sight and obscured by the shelves. At which point, she holds the leather-bound tomo up to me. Where did you find this? Her words are cold and serious, as though she's the bad cop in a police interrogation. Play it cool. Between some bookshelves, I saw it there, and it seemed interesting. She narrows her eyes. What do you mean by interesting? What do you mean? Interesting is interesting? You know what I mean. Is it interesting because you're curious? Or because you know something about the contents? Forget it. I've got my answer. But if you really know about this kind of things, then why are you so stupid that you think it's fine to research them out in the open like that? I mean, I checked to make sure I wasn't being watched first. Don't be dumb. Vampires are capable of a lot more than normal humans. Just checking to make sure isn't enough. Hang on. Let's just take a break from calling me an idiot for a second. You know about vampires? You're talking like you're an expert on them. She backs off a bit. Me? That's... Mira's gaze suddenly darts to the side as she clutches the book closely to her chest. When I look over, I see a looming figure down the hall that seems to be watching us. I didn't even see them. Mira's awareness is insane. She whispers the next part while pretending to look at some books on a shelf above my head. Act natural. We can't let them see the tomo. Okay, so yeah, okay, this is an ideal option to choose the premium option, eh? Premium choice indeed. I don't want to look at books. Yes, let's pretend to make out with Mira. I have an idea. What is... Mira's words are cut short with a high-pitched squeak as I wrap my arms around her waist and pull her towards me. I lean in until we're nearly nose to nose. Pure shock is evident in her eyes. What are you doing? Just play along. Setting aside all of my shame, I start making pretend kissing noises as I move one hand up and down her back. The whole time, I can feel her rapid breaths on my cheek and her body quivering every time I squeeze her. After a few seconds, Mira seems to catch on and plays along. Her eyes shut and her lips pucker as she emulates the same sounds as me. but with the addition of gentle, almost whiny moans. Jeez, I know we're trying to be convincing, but those noises are so... I mentally shake my head, stopping myself from continuing the thought. Are they still watching? I can't tell. I'm so freaking embarrassed right now. I can only imagine how Mira must be. At that moment, my mind goes completely blank as I feel a pleasant, soft sensation against my lips. What? Oops. In an instant, Mira and I leap away from one another. So sorry. I didn't mean to get so close. No, I wasn't paying attention. It's totally my fault and... Oh crap! Mira and I both turned to look down the aisles, certain that our ruse had been ruined. Thankfully though, the person seems to have left. Oh, thank goodness. She keeps her head low and turns away from me, clearly attempting to hide her cherry red face. Not that I look any different. I smile meekly. Sorry about that. I tried to think fast. Mira shakes her head. I swear, I'm going to bash you over the head with this book if you apologize again. A smile crosses her lips for a moment before being absorbed by her uncharacteristically sheepish demeanor. Okay, this works. It was a good idea. Nice work. Oh, well, thanks. Next time, though, maybe include me in your thinking process before you take action, yeah? Right. Totally fair. Next time I fake kiss you, I'll be sure to give you a heads up. Mira snickers. When you say it like that, I guess it's probably not something that's going to happen again, is it? You never know. There are innumerable items we might need to hide between one another's bodies. Mira rolls her eyes as she lets out a half-amused scoff. You're such a weirdo. Maybe not the bad kind like I thought, though. That's very flattering, I think. Wait! You thought I was the bad kind of weird? Come on, dude. You know what kind of impression you gave off. I paused for a moment, thinking back. Fair. Now, let's get back on topic, alright? We can't let anyone see us with this book. Is it really that important? No, not at all. It doesn't have anything me and my people don't already know. But if the wrong people see you with it, you will definitely be marked. And you don't want that. Understand? I think so. But what does she mean by her people being marked? I think the more curious thing is her people. Being marked, I'm already marked by a vampire. Doesn't matter. Okay, her people. But just who are your people? A hint of panic crosses Mira's face, as though she's let something slip that she shouldn't have. Damn it. I can't tell you. Not here. I don't know what exactly you know, but it's obvious you know something, and I need that information. She glances around, carefully scanning the room before taking out her phone. Give me your number. Oh, I guess that's one way to get the girl's number. Good job, Onyx. You want to talk on the phone? Of course not. Who the hell does that anyway? I'm going to send you instructions. Meet me at the location, and I'll let you in on a secret. Okay, I guess that's the end of this chapter.